the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
I'm not going to say that we have had a bad start to Christmas, but can it be that a Christmas tree is cursed? I don't know. There's just a funny feeling around our Christmas setup at home. We've got a couple of stockings hanging from the fireplace. It's all very picturesque, Ryan James, and we've got a beautiful tree. Picked up me big tree from Tony.
Oh, that's right. And you use real trees, don't you?
Yeah, real trees. So the smell of pine is heaven. Just reminds me of the childhood, and, you know, the old man gets sentimental about the family gathering and presents under the tree and a couple of Christmas thoughts. So anyway, last night there was an issue. I'm gonna go to last night first. There was a sound that woke Lisa up. We're obviously in separate bedrooms.
Sorry about that. I'd had a few.
And you
tried to
can't come in the window like that, mate. So she runs down the hallway to me. Quick, you've got to get up. Something's happened downstairs. I think there's someone here. And I went, okay. Do you remember? I'm there with my mask on for sleep apnea. So I've got to take my mask off, so I'm annoyed now. And my chin strap and my mouth guard. So I have to remove
if you
all...
want my body and you think I'm sexy.
Your body is a wonderland. So I've got to remove all this attractive apparatus from my head.
Yeah.
And then I quickly jump to the floor, and Fitzy, I get the baseball bat out from under the bed.
I've still got that baseball bat as well.
So do I. The one that came with blood on it already.
Yeah. From a horror movie, yeah.
I marched down the stairs. I said, honey, you stay up here. You're the last line of defence. If I can't get them and I go down, then you're going to have to save the kids. You're like the sacrificial element. I go down, bat loaded, so over the shoulder, ready to swing. What's happened is a stocking's fallen from the fireplace, hit a ball that smashed on the floor. Right. And that was just a weird turn of events. So I said, it's all right, honey. I've worked out what. Go back to bed and save yourself. You don't need to worry about the kids.
Have you got glass baubles, have you?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of glass baubles, but we put them high so the kids don't knock them, but it was obviously high enough to then be hit by the stocking as it fell off the tree. It fell off the fireplace. Yeah. Anyway, that was one thing. You talk about the beautiful smell of a real Christmas tree, and I love that. But all of a sudden, since the weekend, there's been a strange sort of smell around the tree. It just doesn't smell. It just doesn't smell the way it's meant to. Yeah. Because a good tree will fill a room, and you walk into the house and go, oh, my God, Christmas is here. Yeah. So I'm sniffing around trying to work out what's going on. I'm thinking maybe one of the Christmas decorations is mouldy, but it was that kind of mouldy smell. Then I worked out what it was. Somehow, a small rat has got into the container at the bottom, like the Christmas stand, and it's drowned in the water inside the Christmas stand and started to rot.
So, what while you put it up, or once you put it away last year?
No, because it wasn't there when I put it up, because I washed the tub out.
Yeah.
Wash the tub out, and then there's a little spike at the bottom, and you stick the tree on the spike, and then you bring it inside. So somehow a rat has come into the house and gone into the container that was then full of water and drowned.
Well, there's a few rats around Rose Bay. Was it a council member, or was it a local politician,
Could
or
be one of the
was
locals.
it?
I don't know. I didn't check out the rat close enough to know which person it was from the area.
Gotcha.
But I then had to fish it out, so I did the dog poo style trick of hand in the plastic bag to drag a rat out to put into the bin. Open the windows and pump up the smell of pine, guys, because it stinks in here.
That's a sign.
It feels like a really bad start to Christmas.
Maybe Santa has left that for you, thinking, or that could be a sign of the year that you've had, you rat. Is it the year of the rat, Tom? Do we know? Do we? I don't
thought it was
find out.
Piggy, wasn't it a piggy?
Dragon. Does Ash know? Does anyone know what year it is?
Year of the...
well, of course. I mean, you guys knew this, but it is, of course, the year of the wood dragon.
Oh, I've heard of the mud dragon. I don't know much about the wood dragon.
The wood dragon.
Yeah. Would ya?
So
just
that,
a dragon.
just a dragon who's a carpenter.
Yeah.
Really good with wood.
But next year, it's hoping that things are better. It's the year of the snake. So fingers crossed.
So maybe a snake.
Snake?
Well, thank you, snake. I can't believe my Christmas has been ruined already.
Mate, if I was you, if the kids are playing, if Jack's playing up, I'd wrap up the rat and I'd leave it under the tree for it.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Work drinks. Or Christmas parties going on at the moment.
Put the credit card behind the bar.
And if you were affected yesterday by the storm that came in, we'd love to hear from you, 13 24 10, but I do love a good work drink because this is the thing, it's the end of the year. You know, Christmas just around the corner, you can relax. Yeah. You don't have any schedule, and you know, I'm going to let my hair down because it's starting to get a bit warmer, and how good is it? The thing is, though, some people can go a little bit too hard and they wake up in places that they didn't even know that they went to sleep in.
Oh, okay.
I've got a great viral video for you. So.
What are we looking at here?
So, okay, up on the screen, it's amazing because before I play the video for you here, have a look at the bed.
It looks like the messiest bedroom I've ever seen.
Yeah, so there's folded clothes on top of the bed and stuff like that. So this is an unbelievable effort that this young Australian guy has nestled himself into this bed. And it's not even his house.
Okay.
Have a listen to this.
Hey, where are you? Hmm? I don't know who it is. Who are you? Huh? Oh. How did you get in here?
Oh, I must have went to the wrong house.
Huh?
I was out drinking for a work party.
Huh? What time did you come in?
Oh, no.
He's camouflaged, you know, like an animal might bury itself into the dirt under the bushes. He's camouflaged himself into the bed.
I'm surprised these people even found him. It must have been washing day or ironing day because it looks like it's the spare room.
Yeah, it does.
With stuff everywhere.
It's the junk room.
I love how he goes. And the last thing he can remember is I just went out for a few work drinks.
Oh, my gosh. I've told you that story, Fitz, about that mate of mine. I won't say his name, but he got to his house and he'd been out for work drinks. He was dressed as a stormtrooper and he couldn't find the key to get into his house. Turned around at the front door and saw the front door of another house across the road open. So there he was as a stormtrooper and he just wandered into that house. It's midnight and slept on the couch. Oh. And weed on the couch.
Oh, it was one of those nights.
Woke up with two girls yelling at him, saying, "Get out of my house, stormtrooper. You've weed on the couch."
Oh, saying the urine is with you.
They were very cool, calm and collected, I have to say. I think if I found somebody randomly sleeping in my spare room, I wouldn't be taking a video and being as jovial.
You'd be calling the police, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I accidentally, and you guys are going to have a crack at me here, but I accidentally did it when I first started seeing BJ and we had a house party and I ended up in the wrong bedroom.
Oh, what was the other person's name?
Well, one of her, I was
sister.
then alerted by BJ when one of her friends came in and said Ryan has just jumped into the bed and he's laying next to me.
Okay.
And how did you explain yourself out of that one? Oh, I didn't know.
I just woke up like that kid and said, all I can remember is I just had some work drinks.
The accidental swapsy.
Who woke up in your house, 13 24 10? Young fella over the weekend unfortunately woke up in an elderly couple's house. They started filming and he woke up in the bed and said this.
I was out drinking for a work party.
Yes, you were. It's a bit waiting for a mate, isn't it? Danny, welcome to the show. Where'd you wake up?
Woke up in the wrong hotel room.
Oh, no. How'd you get into the wrong hotel room, Danny?
So when I was going back after the gig, we went back to the hotel room, and then I was already about to pass out, and the door was already ajar. So I thought that was my room. I'm sure I looked at the number. I thought it was right in the room. And then as I went in, I just quickly passed out on the bed. And then next second, I felt someone shaking me. And I was like, oh, what's going on? He's like, what are you doing in my room? And then quickly hit, and I just bolted it out of the room.
Oh,
so
no.
I didn't know where I went.
Had you got into bed with somebody else?
No. Luckily, it was two single beds. And that's why I thought
the
it was my
twin.
room.
How much would you freak out coming back to your hotel room and you've walked in and there's someone just passed out on your bed?
Or
Was it a
waking
guy
up
or
in the
girl?
morning and you hadn't heard them crawling in.
Very scary.
Or that's room service that I didn't order. Natalie in the Blue Mountains, did you find a stranger in your house?
Yeah, we found multiple strangers in our house. When I lived at CSU in Bathurst, over the Bathurst 1000 weekend, we would every morning find people either in the couches, in the spare beds, or in the shower.
My God.
Do you live near the track, Nat?
Yeah, the cottage that we had was the closest cottage to the track, and we didn't believe it when we got told people would break in, and they 100% did.
Break in? So it's not even as though your security was poor and they just wandered in an open door?
No. I mean, there wasn't a lot of security back then.
You know what it would be, Nat? It would be blokes that would be so sick of their mates and being on the mountain that they just needed a nice, comfy bed that they'd be prepared to break into your house to sleep.
Very much, yeah.
Oh,
the best one was a family in the shower together.
A family?
Yeah, a young family in the shower together.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God, on the tiles.
Weird.
How awful.
And Nat, you may as well just leave the doors open next year so they don't damage the locks. Deb's in Windsor. You were the culprit, Deb, is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I woke up on a New Year's Day in someone else's house, no idea where I was, had to try and walk to find a train station, wonder what the hell happened that night. Eyelashes stuck in my hair. I was ruined, right?
Okay, Deb.
Alcohol, other stuff, unfortunately. The next few days I had met these people and they said, "Oh, you're that girl that did such and such." And I'm like, oh, my God, Lord, help me. What the hell?
Deb, what was the nearest train station? Where were you? Where did you end up?
I was in Western Sydney, and unfortunately the trains weren't working that day, so I had to catch a bus, and my head was hanging out places. It was not freaking funny.
Deb, do you know, were there any photos taken? I mean, you've got this...
Yeah, no, there was. I was making friends with everyone, and unfortunately, when I drink, some bad stuff happens. So there was definitely photos, there was videos, and
okay. Maybe lock yourself up on New Year's.
Yeah, maybe alcohol's not the best way forward, Deb.
No.
I don't know who we go here. I mean, Deb's story was amazing, but Natalie's been copying it for every Bathurst that's on. She gets a family that breaks into a house, so I think she deserves the Temple and Webster, doesn't she?
Yes,
there we go.
I think so.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're celebrating, and last night, well done to the team at Nova, threw an awesome Christmas party. Tommy and I gave a couple of awards out, didn't we, on stage? Thomas, Brian, Ivy.
The theme was iconic albums. Is that right?
Yeah. Album covers. So what were you guys?
I didn't go.
I went as Rum Tum Tugger from Cats, the musical.
Oh.
Or Mr. Mistopheles, I could have been...
That's not an album cover.
Well, it is if you're into Cats the musical.
Yeah, I guess so.
Please don't judge me for my tugging.
You only had one costume at home, had nothing to do with the theme,
and
but
I think,
well done, mate.
Yeah, I think that costume has been on high rotation.
It's a bit on the donker.
You were Bad Bunny, weren't you?
Yes, I found a bunny outfit from our Easter celebrations here in the cupboard. And Bad Bunny. Wonderful
Maddie,
artist.
who went along, producer Maddie, she was... What was she?
She was the naughty nurse from the Blink 182.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, your costume was amazing, Maddie.
Because I'd injured myself, and you didn't look like an official nurse.
Well, poor Maddie caught the metro from Crow's Nest dressed as the naughty nurse, and then had to do a line change at Central to then go to Newtown.
I'm surprised you arrived.
I've never seen so many guys have panic states of emergency.
Someone called out to her
my heart
at Central that they were sick. Could they help her, please?
Awesome.
Awesome. You can't do that anymore.
There's a few sick people that work on the metro.
Oh, my God. Kate, you were right. It was on high rotation, the cat suit. Originally made last year. I made two of them. Tommy has one at home as well. Because
that's cute.
Because we've been to parties as Siegfried and Roy, the two cats from the Vegas shows.
Siegfried?
Fully Siegfried.
He's my favourite Siegfried.
Siegfried is awesome.
So anyway, the reason the cat suit made an appearance, and this was 2 nights ago, and Francesca had a kind of Christmas thing at her school, and it was called Wild Night. So Wild Night was for wild play. So you had kind of a jungle theme.
Yeah.
So for 2 weeks, she was saying, you have to come along as the cat. Can you wear the cat suit? Yeah. Please wear the cat suit. And then even one of the teachers, Miss Maddie said, what's your dad coming along as? I hope he wears his cat suit. Yeah. So there was a lot of build-up and pressure for the cat suit. Mind you, she was just wearing some sort of leopard print thing. Lisa put a leopard print thing on, and here I am in a white zoot suit, like a white onesie, with fur stuck on it from Spotlight.
It does look like a cat that's been in a tussle in the yard. It has been,
yeah. It's lost a bit of fur. I think it's got a few diseases. Anyway, just to paint a picture of the kids getting into it and the singing and the fun of the night. Have we got a bit of school performance, Jess? So this is, they came in for the music and, they're doing sort of jungle dances and... So, all the kids got a bit of a drum and had a bit of a bang and all of this sort of gear.
Wild play.
Yeah,
there was in Thailand.
No, well, you're not in Thailand. You're just around the corner at the local school. Then what was interesting as I arrived, if I can take you back to the entry, Lisa had promised me that on the group chat, all the dads had confirmed that they were also dressing up. When I got there as full cat, and I'm avoiding making many obvious jokes, Kate Ritchie.
About what? Full cat.
I turned up as a cat. Not one other father had dressed up.
Oh, this is great.
Was there ever...
No, I tell a lie. A guy had a T-shirt on that had a tiger head on it. Like, that brand?
Ken Hardy.
No, Kenjo.
Oh, the very fancy brand.
Had a tiger.
Oh, Kenjo, yeah.
It had a tiger on the front.
It's not a T-shirt with a tiger on the front when you're wearing Kenjo.
Whatever it
quietly.
is. So that was devastating news as I looked at my wife and turned around with my tail attached.
Between your legs? Your tail between your legs?
My tail between my legs. And the only joke I had for the night was, should see what I left in the kitty litter.
Yeah.
Really good gear.
The
other issue that I had was I didn't consider the fact that some of the kids might be scared by the outfit.
It's not a pretty little...
No, it's not.
Like a cute cat.
No, as you said, it's an alley
scary.
Cat. Well, I didn't think so, but you know what, Fitz? I sort of adapted the outfit and I put the tiger head on that I wore to Huey's party one time when I got beaten up in my tiger suit. Yes. So I had the tiger head on as well. And just... when I entered the kindergarten, the feedback wasn't great. Have a listen to this book.
You! Take your hat off!
It's okay. It's just an outfit. It's just. So look, that kid missed out on the party.
Are you sure you had the mask on or not? Was it without the mask that you were scaring the children?
You want to see real whiskers? Have a look at this.
Did you graduate, mate? Are you going through to year one now?
No, I struggled with the two-piece puzzle, but I'll be back again next year.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.